Alright, what's up YouTube? Okay, we're going to do a test sharpening on these DMD resin bonded diamond stones. It's a 4-piece set, 1,000 to 12,000. They're on aluminum blanks, anodized aluminum blanks. A little over 3 millimeters of abrasive layer. This is straight out the package. I'm not going to lap them first. We're gonna do this straight out of the box. We're going to sharpen some 14C 28N today, and we're going to take it to a full mirror, or well, we'll see what 12,000 does. We'll also look at the edges under a microscope. We're going to see, you know, what the scratch pattern looks like. Yeah, let's see how this goes. We need to mark this. I hope I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. Take it off after each stone and see how it goes. Y'all in frame? Yes, you are. Let me grab Mr. Microscope. We can get this over here. And we are going to use just water on them to see if how they load up. I had the bench stones. The DMD resin bonded bench stones, 1,000 to 12,000. I got them when they first come out. Just wanted to try them out, see how they was, and I mean, they're nothing special, but for $40 a piece, they're a pretty damn good value. They do perform okay. Like I said, they're nothing special, but they're not bad neither. They do work. They're not overly grit contaminated, but this looks like a different resin to the eye. I do not believe this is the same resin that those are made out of. Shoe. Of course, this is the 1K. Let's see how this does. Hopefully these don't load up too bad. That's what I'm most concerned about. Alright, let's do it. Y'all can see what's going on. They actually have nice feedback. They have good feel on the stones. I mean, on the steel. They look to be cutting relatively quickly for a 1,000. I can see quite a bit of swarf building up. Damn it. Nice consistent scratch pattern. It looks nice. Looks good. We're at 17 degrees per side. Already got a full burr. How is the load up? Not looking too bad. Yeah, not looking too bad. It's moving around. I think we're in good shape. Turn this a little bit. I don't know if I just said it or not, I think I did, but we're doing this at 17, exactly the angle that this knife was sharpened at. And it was exactly on 17, so we're sharpening it at exactly 17. I wanted to see how quickly it raised a burr from there, and it did very quick. So these are cutting. Like I said, I can see a lot of swarf buildup. So they are definitely cutting. Load up, looks good. And we have a full length burr. Alright, let's see what this looks like. First thing, let me go rinse this stone off. I'm just running it underwater too. I'm not even going to touch it. That way we can see what the actual load up looks like. There is a little bit of load up. Yeah, there's a little bit. Okay. Let's see how this looks under the microscope. Let me grab a clean rag. Okay. I really need to go grab an SD card so I can take this directly off of here instead of having to do it this way. See, we got a nice burr. Scratch pattern looks pretty consistent. I don't see no real deep gouges or anything like that. Nothing to complain about there. Alrighty, that was the 1K. Alrighty. Do the 3K. Have to tape the end of them because of this stone holder doesn't work all that great unless you do this, so it's got something to grab a hold of or the stones just slip out on you. I have a couple different ones. I don't know why I use this one so much. I actually like it. I have high-end systems, but I like this one. Actually, let me check. I checked these before and it was all the same height. Yeah, they are. Okay. Wanted to double check. These are full 1x6 inch stones. Nice thick abrasive layer. These are $50. This could be a really good deal for resin stone, high grit resin stones. They need to. I don't understand why these companies do this and don't make a lower grit to go with it. It just doesn't make no sense. This set seriously needs a, go ahead and make it a set. Give a 400, a 1000, Even if if you want to keep it a 4-piece set, take the 12K out of it and do a 400, 1K, 3K. 400, 1K, 3K, 6K, or even better yet, like a 150, 400, 1000, 3000. That'd be great. Just doing it with straight up, high grit stones, it's kind of pointless. Unless, if you've got like a diamond plate, some lower grit diamond plates for your reprofiling and, starting stones, and just want to add resin stones for the fine grit stuff, that's fine. I would prefer myself, though, a full set of resin stones from being able to reprofile all the way to a mirror. I actually much prefer to sharpen on resin stones over diamond plates, just for the fact the feedback is better. See how these are dealing with load up? You can see that. Yeah. They are loading up a little. Most of that's moving around. It's not embedded. Okay. I figured these was going to load up a little bit. I would have been surprised if they didn't load at all. These don't have excessive grit contamination. We're going to find out here in a second. These are going to be a really good set for $50. Yeah. Tell you what, for a 3K, this boy's cutting quick. It's removing some steel. They must have very high diamond concentrations in these things. Let's check our scratch this pattern. Looking good, and we are starting to become quite reflective. Let me go wash this stone off. I'm gonna just running water on it. I'm not even running my finger over it because I want to see actually what the load up looks like. Just water. And yes, this stone definitely loaded up more than the 1K, which I expect each grit to load up more so than the last grit. OT. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, here's your 3K. Not really seeing any grit contamination to speak of. Yeah, it's looking pretty damn good right here. Just a moment. Guess I didn't want to talk. It's my daughter calling. Anyways, good looking scratch pattern. Okay, let's do the 6K. Okay, let's go over to Mr. 6K. Now here's where I expect the load up to start becoming it's going to load up quickly. Hopefully, if these really high grits don't load up super quick, I'll consider that a win. A little bit of load up I fully expect. So like I said, these are straight out of the package. Shit, let me check them. I know they're the same. I checked them already. I know they're the same height, but these are straight out of the package, not lapped beforehand. We will test them again after I do a lapping and get them perfectly flat, and see if there's any change. These did feel nice and look nice and flat out of the pack. I checked them on a piece of float glass and it looked good. One thing I'm going to say, these stones I do believe are a lower grit than they are saying. That 1000 feels more like and looks more like maybe a 8.7, 800. That 3K more like a 2K. I do not believe they're as low grit as or as high grit as they're saying they are, which in my opinion is not a bad thing because we don't need 12K. Definitely loading up more so than the others. Let me look at that scratch pattern actually. We are starting to polish, but that is by no means a 6,000 grit finish. Most definitely not. We're going to work on this a little bit side a little bit more. The 6K is definitely loading up. But I expected that. Not terrible, but definitely loading. As we go up in grid, I expect it to get more and more. I definitely believe these will benefit from a nice lapping. Okay, let's clean that load up, or wash the stone off, see how bad it's loaded up. Just running water, not doing anything else, not even running my finger over it. There's your load up. Definitely got some load up. I would say. See what Mr. 6K looks like under the microscope and to the eye. And a nice polish, but that is by no means what 6K. Hold on, that needs to be, edge needs to be cleaned off a little better. Okay. I will say there's not much grit contamination, but that is by no means a 6K polish. Nice, very, 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 very refined scratch pattern though. I'm impressed with that. That is a good, consistent scratch pattern. Yeah, these stones are a good deal. And I'm actually happy that they're reacting like they're at a lower grit than what they're stated. For EDC knives, I have no interest whatsoever in a 12,000 grit edge. None. If I'm going to do a mirror on any EDC knife, it's never going to go over 5K. Okay. Let's see what Mr. 12K does. If I've got to make a bet, I'm going to say this reacts like about a 5,000 grit stone. Say a 2-3 micron stone. Maybe 5K-ish. I do not believe this is going to produce no gleaming mirror. Which, again, in my opinion, It's a good thing. Especially if you're using this for EDC knives. There's, in my opinion, there's zero purpose in anything above really a 6,000 grit edge on an EDC knife. I don't care of the steel. This stone feels significantly finer than the 6K. Significantly finer. These stones need to be lapped just to get some fresh, fresh resin and diamond exposed. That's definitely loading up. Not terrible. But definitely loading up, but we expect that. That is fully to be expected. Can y'all see? This stone right here feels very much like Veneve with OCB binder. So like an F800, any of the OCB stones, 400, 800, 1200, 1500. This definitely has that OCB-like feel. Okay, that brought the polish way up. I might have been wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's fatigue that burr. Couple very light edge leading passes. That's good enough. We don't really care about the edge right now. We care about the scratch pattern. Actually, let me wash this off. There is the load up. So exactly as I said, it's going to load up more and more with each as you go up in grit. That's kind of common with resin stones. I wish it didn't, but it does, and that's just kind of the way it is. Oh yeah, we have a pretty good mirror. We definitely have a mirror. Not a hazy mirror either. Couple passes on a one micron strop and maybe a 10th micron, and you would have a complete mirror. So mir was wrong. I expected this to not. I didn't expect it to go full mirror after looking at the scratch pattern from before. Nice, consistent, no grit contamination. Looking good. Very nice. Very, very nice. Damn impressive for a $50 set of stones. Like, seriously. Now, let's see. No bare strop, no compound. We're going to strop slightly over angle. Okay. Let's see how she eats. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She'll whittle hair. She will definitely whittle hair. I don't know if my hair is long enough. My wife's not here right now. See if you guys can see this. I don't know how good I'm going to be able to show you all this, but can you all see? Yeah, she's grabbing and whittling, but I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's do a few passes on some 2 micron at exactly the sharpening angle. Can't beat this for $50. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah, I can't complain. $50 for this. This is a solid set of high grit stones. They definitely aren't they're not true to grit. To be completely honest, by the scratch pattern that I can see to the eye in the mirror, I would put this at about a honest to goodness 2-3 micron stone. Pretty much, I'd say a little finer than a Beneve F1200. excellent for the money. And with all that abrasive layer, these are going to last a long time. Like, these are going to last a long time. Alright guys, I'll put a link in the pinned comment. I got a feeling these will sell out very quickly. Alright guys, later.